Yes, children, today our subject is English Bal Bharti Standard 4, lesson number 13, Sultan Ghiyasuddin in the Qazi's court. So, today we will learn lesson number 13, Sultan Ghiyasuddin in the Qazi's court. Okay. First, I will read the paragraph and then I will give you the explanation. Hundreds of years ago, in the eastern province of Bengal, Sultan Ghiyasuddin Azam Shah ruled the land. His capital was Sonargaon. Sultan Ghiyasuddin was a good ruler. He ruled wisely and well. He respected men of learning. He had a deep regard for law. Now, hundred of years ago, in the eastern province of Bengal, who was ruling the land? Sultan Ghiyasuddin Azam Shah. He was ruling the land. And how was he? He was very wise and well. He was having respect for law. He was having respect for a person who was interested in learning. Okay, those who are interested in learning. So Sultan Ghiyasuddin, he was a good Sultan Ghiyasuddin was having respect for the men of learning. Okay, and he was having a deep regard for law. In second paragraph, now I will read second paragraph. One day, while the Sultan was practicing with his bow and arrows, he accidentally wounded the only son of a poor widow. The wounded boy did not survive. Weeping and wailing, the poor widow went to the Qazi and told him what had happened. Now, what happened one day while the Sultan was practicing with his bow and arrows? Okay, all of you know bow and arrows. Okay, so one day Sultan was practicing his bow and arrow. Then accidentally what happened? Accidentally, the son of a poor widow. The poor, what is the meaning of poor widow? See, you can see here, the poor widow means the lady who is not having her husband. Okay, so only she is looking after that son. And accidentally what happened? The Sultan wounded the only son of the poor widow. And what happened? That son did not survive, means he got dead. Okay, so weeping and wailing, the poor widow went to the Qazi and told him what had happened. So what that poor widow did, she went to the Qazi and she told everything. Okay, the Qazi, see, she went to Qazi. Okay, where she went? She went to Qazi. Okay, the Qazi was an honest and upright man. He sent an officer to summon the Sultan to his court. When the officer reached the palace, the guards stopped him and inquired about his business. When they learned that he had come to serve a summons on the Sultan, they were shocked. They refused to let him go inside the palace. Okay, now what happened? As the lady, the poor widow, she went to the Qazi and she told everything what has happened to his son. So the Qazi was an honest man. And what he did, he sent an officer to summon. What is the meaning given here? Summon. What is the meaning of summon? Summon means to order someone to come to their court. Okay, so this Qazi sent an officer to the Sultan that he has to come in the court. Okay, so the officers reached the palace. The guards stopped him and inquired about his business. So as the guards went to give the summon to the Sultan, so what this Sultan's men did, they did not allow them to get inside in the palace. They were shocked. So what they had learned, that they come to serve a summons on the Sultan. So all were shocked that how these people come to arrest this Sultan, to call him the court. So they refused to let him go inside the court. So they were not allowed to get inside the court. Yes, next paragraph. The officer was now in a fix. The guard did not allow him to enter the palace, but he knew that he could not return without serving the summons. The Qazi would not take him back. He had to find a way of reaching the Sultan somehow. What could he do? He thought and thought. Now what happened? The men, they were not allowing this officer to get inside. The guards, they were not allowing the officer to get inside. But he knew that he could not return back. He has to give that summon to that Sultan. So Qazi would not take this back. Okay, Qazi was very particular about his rules and laws. So he would not allow him back to come. So this officer, what he thought, now I have to think some idea and somehow I have to get inside the palace. So what he did, he had one idea. What he did, at last he began to sound the azan, the call for the prayer, loudly just outside the palace. It was not yet time for the prayer. When the Sultan heard the loud, untimely call, he was greatly surprised. He ordered that the man giving the call should be brought before him immediately. Okay, so what this officer did, he had an idea that somehow I have to get inside the palace, otherwise this Qazi will not allow me. So what idea he did, he started azan. Azan means the call for prayer. See, you can see here, this officer, he is doing here azan. Okay, you can see here. So but that was not the time for doing azan, because azan is done on the correct time. Okay, so this Sultan, he heard that loud voice was coming from where, who was saying the azan in a wrong time. So he told his men, his guards, to caught him and bring inside the palace. His soldier rushed out of the palace gate, caught the officer and took him to the Sultan within a moment. So this officer got caught and he was inside the palace. So when the officer knelt before the Sultan, he was trembling with fear, but he mustered all his courage and explained why he had given the call for azan. So this officer, he told Sultan that why I am here, I have to give this summon to you. That's why I have done like this. I have done this mistake so that you can allow me to get inside the palace. Then with shaking hands, he gave the summons to the Sultan. Sultan Ghiyasuddin took it without making any comment. He read the summons and told the officer to go back to the Qazi. He announced that he would appear in the Qazi's court next day. So this officer, he gave that summon to the Sultan, and after that Sultan, he read all that what it is written. So see, summon means what it is there. Summon, a written notice ordering someone to appear in the court. Okay, written notice, the notice that was written. And so this Sultan, he read that notice and he told that okay, I will come in the Qazi's court. The next morning, the Sultan got ready to appear before the Qazi. He hid a sharp sword in his robe and set out. So next morning, what this Sultan did? This Sultan, he was getting ready for going in the Qazi's court. But what he did, he hid a sharp sword in his robe, in his dress. Okay, the courtroom was packed with people. Everyone was eager to see what would happen. The Qazi entered and took his place on the high seat of honor. In a little while, Sultan Ghiyasuddin entered the courtroom. Everyone stood up to show respect to the Sultan, but the Qazi did not get up. The Sultan stood in the docks and the trial began. So what happened? He reached in the Qazi's court, and everyone, as the Sultan reached, so everyone got up and they were giving respect to Sultan. But this Qazi, he did not get up. And after that, the Sultan stood in the docks and the trial begins. Dock means where the person who has done something wrong, who has done something crime. That in court you have seen how the criminal, he is standing in that docks, and all this judge, they ask them the questions. So like that, this Sultan also stood in the docks and the trial started. The widow presented her complaint. The Qazi took note of all the evidence and in a grave voice addressed the Sultan. So this Qazi was listening to everybody. The widow also presented, that widow lady, she also presented everything. She told everything, what has happened to her son, how he died. Okay, so Qazi was listening everything, and then after that he addressed the Sultan. You are guilty of causing the death of the only son of this poor widow. According to the law, you must pay a fine for this offense. I order you to do that without delay. Now this Qazi, what he did, he has listened everything, what has happened, and what he told to the Sultan, that you are guilty means you have done the offense. Offense means crime, you have done the wrong deed. Okay, and by seeing all this evidence, he was telling that, okay, here you can see all this evidence. Evidence means the proof. Okay, in we have listened in the movies and all this proof, I want proof. So that evidence means the proof. So with all that proof, that poor lady, poor widow, she told everything to Qazi. And after that, Qazi, what he declared, that Sultan has done an offense, he has done a crime, and what he has to do, he has to pay for the offense. Okay, he has to pay for that offense, pay a fine for this offense, and without any delay, without any late, he have to pay to that poor lady. The Sultan accepted the judgment and apologized to the widow. He arranged to pay the fine immediately. The widow felt satisfied that the offense was brought home to the offender. So by listening this decision, the poor lady, she was satisfied that my son got justice. Okay, my son got justice. And this Sultan also what he did, he also accepted the judgment, means what this Qazi told, he was ready to pay the fine, and he apologized, he told sorry to that poor lady. Okay, so like this, what happened, when the case was over, the Qazi got up from his high seat of honor respectfully. He bowed to the Sultan and requested him to take his seat. After listening the judgment, this Sultan also accepted the judgment, and after that, what he did, the Qazi, at that time he got up from his seat of honor, and then he bowed to Sultan, and then he requested him to take the seat. Okay. The Sultan then drew the hidden sword from his robe and told the Qazi, I am happy that you did not waver in your duty. You did not hesitate to punish me, otherwise I would have beheaded you with this sword. So what this Sultan, he was very satisfied with his judgment, because this Qazi, he has taken right decision. So for that, the Sultan was very happy. Otherwise, what he has done, he would have beheaded, means he has brought a sword in his robe. Okay, while getting ready, he has brought the sword in his robe, and if the decision was wrong, what this Sultan was to do, this Sultan would be beheaded with his sword. Okay, beheaded means he will cut his head. If the judgment was wrong, then Sultan would have been cut the head of the Qazi. Okay, the Qazi then put his hand under the cushion where the Sultan was seated and brought out a whip. This Qazi also, what he did, where the Sultan was sitting, he also has hidden sword in that seat, under that cushion. Your Majesty, I am happy because you obeyed the law. Otherwise, I would have whipped you in this court. So this Qazi also was ready with that whip, and he would also have whipped. If this Sultan, he was not ready to listen the judgment, then what this Qazi would have do, he would also have whipped him in the court. Okay, the Sultan then got up and embraced the Qazi. Thank you, we both did our duty, he said. So this, what is this Sultan did, they both got up and both were very thankful that both of them, they have done correctly, means the judgment was also correct, and he was also ready to give the justice. Okay, so both of them have done their duty correctly and properly. Everyone, yes, so last line, what it is given, everyone present in the courtroom praised the two great men. Okay, so after listening the decision, everyone in the court, those who are present, what they did, they praised the two great men for their correct decision and the judgment what was given. So what is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is what? That the person who is having their duties, what is their duties? Whatever duties they are doing, okay, the person who is having their duties, they should do that honestly and sincerely. Okay children, I hope all of you are clear with this story. Sultan Ghiyasuddin in the Qazi's court. Okay.